Hey guys, Mark from Gunpla Network. Today I'm bringing you my review of the awesome looking Master Grade Gundam X Impulse. Sent to me by Side 7 Exports. Gus has been really good with all the review kits, and I use his service. I've got a kit coming this year, 2023, in a few months. Actually, I ordered the 1/35th scale core fighter kit. So you'll look up for that one coming, and check out the link to the description. Check out the link in the description below, and let's crack on and take a look at the kit. So this is based on the ZGMF-X56SA Force Impulse Gundam, and that's very clear when you're looking at the kit and when you're building it. It's very Impulse-like, and the pack is almost like the Strike pack though. So yeah, kind of cool there. And this is Manfred's mobile suit from Build Divers, which is a manga side story. I've never seen any of those, and it could even be a game for all I know. Here is the Impulse on its own. So I did gloss coat the kit. I put the decals on and I did the panel lining because I felt, it was a pretty special looking kit and I didn't want to leave that stuff behind. I always love when Bandai send water slides with kits. It's a shame they're usually premium Bandai to get that, but overall, it does look a little monotone, but I dig that because you've just got that splashes of red and yellow. The rest is grey and white. And I kind of have that militaristic view of mobile suits. If you're using it, I know this is from Build Divers, which is terrible as a series, but if you think about it, do you want to be in a bright red mobile suit? I'm not an ace. So I would be wanting to hide as best I can, and this kind of gives that very, tactical look to it. So, all right, here is all of the accessories, and there are a ton, and that doesn't even cover the spare parts that you're left with, guys. Like, I have bags of spare parts from this thing, which is a kit basher's dream, this kit, because they give you all of the Impulse stuff. But first up is the pilot figure. Now, I think this was meant to be Shin, but apart from that little bit of white hanging on the side of the head there, I'll need to clean off. I painted mine up to match the kit. So I painted it in grey and white. He's got black hair instead of blue, a little red on the belt buckle. I kind of just wanted to match the Impulse, and I'm going to say this is if Manfred as a diver was in the MS. So, yep, kind of cool. You can do your own interpretations with that. Again, Manfred in the core Splendor. This is the core Splendor that they've still kept that for the kit. Now, I need to clean these up a little bit, they're a little dusty. And some panel excess wash there. It was a fun build. I did have to use glue in a few places. Geez, I must have had a dust storm when I was building this thing. I had to use glue in a couple of places. The tail wings broke there. They're very fragile. This is my first MG. Now, my RG, on the other hand, was much stronger than this, so I don't know if it's just maybe I didn't get my gloss coat all the way through and the panel wash ate something, but it works. It's all good. But something to be aware of. Here is the silhouette flyer. Okay, pretty simple. Same as the Impulse would have had, Force Impulse. Now, here is the X silhouette. So I guess they've kind of taken the Strike, the Force Impulse, changed the design of it a bit there, and now it's got thrusters and wings, and the wings have got multiple points of articulation on their own. And it's a really cool looking pack. Keeps with that dark grey and white theme I really dig, with some white decals on it. I threw a couple of extras in, like the red maybe on the tips. I don't think that was there. You've got the beam sabers. There's a big spoiler, which is what's being held to hold it in place to spin. Overall, a great pack. It wasn't that hard to build, just a few nubs to remove. All right, so this is the silhouette flyer with the X silhouette pack on it, and it sits on the little dock piece that you get there to hold it in place. Overall, awesome looking. I love it. All right, now this is the, I'm going to pronounce this, Adler Zwei large beam rifle. Did some glue down the middle. This actually looks a lot cleaner than the camera's showing it when you're just looking at it. So now this is meant to be in that dark grey, right? But I thought too much grey going on, so I went for I had a premix, like a dark purple I think I used on my RG Destiny, and I just kind of threw that on with the decals to keep it in a dark colour scheme. The white beam saber's normal inside, and the decals, are what you get. So overall, just a large, plastic slammed together with a grip, the beam saber inside. I used glue on it once. It was actually, no, sorry, I didn't glue this together because the seam wasn't that bad, but that front piece is showing a lot on camera. Really got to fix it. Sorry guys, my level of work's usually a bit better than this. Maybe the camera's just showing it all today. That back grip though does have, it splits a little in places and shows, so I probably will end up gluing that together. All right, these are the anti-armor knife, or I think they were like the strike called them armored Schneiders. So overall, they're just like a few pieces sandwiched together and clicked in, and you can see an open and a closed one. I just gloss coated and panel washed those. I didn't do anything else, but yeah, you could paint the beams silver if you wanted. Sorry, not the beams, the blades. And they go in the side skirts. Here you are with the beam sabers and effect parts. You get 2 each there, and they clip into the X silhouette pack. Pretty cool looking long beam sabers, and the handles are nice. Okay, so this is the mobile shield, it's called, and this is in its closed form. Pretty much just the impulse shield, but it looks like it's got a redesigned handle for holding with the hands, which are newer. So, and here it is in the open form. This is a really cool shield, and the mobile suit can hold it well. Okay, this is the Striker Pack adapter. So if you remove the Core Fighter, the Core Splendor, like you saw the MS on its own, this actually just clicks in place there, and you can actually equip Striker Packs. Now, I don't have any kits built that have a Striker Pack, so I can't unfortunately show you those, but this is a really cool addition by Bandai. I like that they're thinking ahead. And a lot of the seed kits, the compatibility is good. Even if you don't like the designs, they're actually just really good because you can kit bash really easily by adding kit packs from other kits, stuff like that. So kudos to Bandai for that one. All right, now here are all the hands. So you do get a range of hands. You've kind of got 2 trigger finger hands, 2 closed fist, 2 open expressive, and 2 holding hands. And that was really good because if you wanted to shoot from either hand, beam sabers in both hands, it's really good. And these are just the standard on like Seed and Wing kits you get. They kind of just like you take the front piece off and click the new hand piece in place. Really, really secure. Here it is, the X Impulse Gundam, fully loaded up, and it does look awesome. Now, obviously, I've seen guys who have painted the beam rifle bright red. You can do whatever you want. You can just build a standard and it's fine. But I kind of wanted that little bit of color differentiation, so spins around there. It is a great looking kit. Now, I believe I will be putting this like this, standing with the silhouette flyer on the ground next to it in my cabinet. But if I pick up some more action bases in the future, I will end up having this on display in the air. Probably like most seed kits, I've got the Freedom and the Astray Gold in the air, so got a blue frame I got to get onto as well. All right, this is kind of about the articulation. Now, it actually was a pretty good kit, I think, articulation-wise. It's posable. It's solid standing. As you can see, it can stand with the backpack on, and it didn't give me too much grief about standing there and spinning, and I left it spinning for a good 5-10 minutes just to make sure it wasn't going to fall over. That's once you get the legs in the right position. Obviously, because you got the transformation gimmick with this, the legs fold up and they got multiple points of articulation, and if you don't get that right, it's just not going to stand up properly. So I like the decals. You get multiple options. I put a few extras on just because it was a bit bare looking. This is gloss coated, not flat coated, so if it appears a bit shiny, and that was just my preference on this kit. Now, I reverse wash the eyes and cameras like I typically do because it doesn't take that long, and it looks better than the sticker, but I did keep to the original colors, so you will get a green foil sticker for that. Head articulation is a bit hindered by the collar, but it looks pretty cool, so we'll pass it on that one. The waist articulation, it's got a pretty strong waist joint. It will pull the whole kit apart trying to get it out, but not a whole lot there because, again, the side skirts will get in the way. On the arms, you can do a full twist around. That's just on a peg. It'll go up, but obviously we have some bigger kind of shoulders here. So shoulder armor, that will hinder a little. Now, you can pull out a bit. It's got like a double joint. And that's because during the transformation for, going into a flyer mode, you do need to fold the arms back a good way or forward. Just got to be careful with that though, because I felt a couple of times if I pushed it too far in the wrong direction, I was going to, leave a stress mark or break it. So, has got a great bend, sliding elbow armor there. Front skirts, pretty bulky, but they will move. They're on a ball joint. Now, the legs have like this kind of pull in, pull out, and you can go up a bit there. Good sliding knee gimmick. Close up, kick all the way up, down. The back skirts can be individually moved. They're again on a ball joint. And yeah, he's got good range, this kit. The Impulse has got one of those like karate kick, kneel down. It can do everything. The side skirts make it a bit hard to get on full on split, but not too bad. Ankle, you've got that piston motion in there. You can paint those if you want, but I mean, they're going to be shielded behind that ankle armor, so it's maybe not worth it. All right, here it is in a flying pose. I kind of like this with the beam saber. You can articulate the wings and flaps and everything on its backpack around to give it a motion look. So it doesn't just look like it's standing still. When it's on your shelf, you can actually kind of picture it's diving forward with shield up, beam saber out, and it's going for the kill shot. With the beam rifle, that rifle I really dig. I kind of actually think maybe about removing that lower grip and closing that up might be better than having the actual handle there. And I don't know what it is on the bottom, if it's just kind of looking like maybe it's got, that's meant to be a grenade launcher or a sensor or something, just above the handle, but kind of looks cool. All right, comparisons. So what I've got here is the RG Sword Impulse, and that is just like a mind-blowing kit from last year. It's like one of my favorite RGs now. It's super solid. It's got big swords and all sorts of stuff going on. That's my Freedom 1.0 next to it, which is a rescue kit I paid $10 for and had to fix up, but you'll see that in another video if you take a look. And overall, like, this thing just has presence. So I would say that this is a great kit, and I haven't built the original Impulse, but this Impulse is great. Probably not as good as the RG. I think the RG still tops it, but that RG was engineered last year or so, the year before, not 10 plus years ago when the original Impulse MG was engineered. So overall, good kit. And here it is. I was unsure how I was going to show you this. I'm definitely not showing you the transformation, but here's the pieces all broken down, as you can see. So you've got your torso flyer, the core splendor, the leg flyer, and the X silhouette flyer, all broken down. So you can display it. They've all got action bases, or they can sit on the ground, sorry, peg adapters, so you can display them flying like they're about to link up if you want. Up to you. And that brings me to the end of the review, guys. So I did really enjoy this. It was a great build, fun. It was good to gloss coat, put the lines on. I think, yeah, if you can find it now, because it was released a month or two back, a couple of months back, get it. It might seem pricey, but if you don't want to repaint, you just want to do things like I did, it's good. It's a great kit and look great on your shelf. Big thanks to Side 7 Exports for sending this my way. Check out the link in the description below. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and keep on building.